We'll get you more information as and when it becomes available to us. For now, though, let's take you to Cape Town, where the future of mining is being deliberated on at the Mining Indaba, with delegates unpacking how technology can create employment in the industry. Our business reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo, is standing by with the very latest. And of course, who better to drive this than young people? Ntokozo.
Good afternoon once again, Tutu. And of course, that is what the conversation is going to be steering towards at the Mining Indaba over the next couple of days, is the role of young people in the mining industry and how to get more young people interested in working in mining. And to help me unpack this a little bit more, I am now joined by Ravi Naidoo, who is the CEO of the Youth Employment Initiative. Ravi, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Now, obviously, the industry is an old guard kind of industry, the mining industry. How do we get young people interested in getting into the mining industry?
Well, the good news is that there's a lot of new technology that's being introduced into the industry. So it's an old guard industry, but it's now being forced to change. So there's a wave of technology changes across the world in different sectors. Mining is no different. There are a lot of changes, and they're going to need a lot of young people who are more au fait with digital and AI and automation and so on, will be coming through the schools and getting experience to come in and deal with the growing skill shortages that they're going to find in the industry.
Now, your organization obviously deals with assisting, place a lot of young people in these organizations. Could you give us an idea of where you have done such strategies and how they have worked out for young people, not only in terms of them getting a foot in the door in the mining industry, but actually seeing their careers flourish?
Yeah. So the Youth Employment Service is a private sector initiative, and it's focused on quality jobs. So the quality means, will the person coming through the program end up as a future professional or future entrepreneur? So we're running the country's biggest drone pilot program. You know, remote pilot, you get a license with experience, coders, working in IT. So a lot of the technical jobs, but also things like baristas, you know, things, gourmet coffee always has a future, green technology. So we are looking at those and actually running quite a few programs with thousands of people going through it. So the mining indaba is of interest to us, A, because there are, you know, when you go underground now, you're often going to go with an iPad. That's quite different to what it used to be. And also it's an industry that I think is aware that they have to become more environmentally and socially sustainable. So they're looking at how they relate to people and how they do their business in a sustainable manner.
Now, you are going to be part of some panel discussions, unpacking that a little bit more. What are you hoping that you and your colleagues actually discuss, and some of the decisions and the plans that can be made here at the Mining Indaba that can be applied through the year, and as we, you know, continue with kind of changing the mining industry?
So I think the one key thing is mindsets, because the future is coming whether we like it or not. And it's about the mindset to know, as corporates, as an old industry, that we have to change how we do things. So mining companies also need chief information officers. As much as anything else, they have to manage the data in the different mines. They have to do diagnostics. They have to now look for a different type of structure. So they have to have venture capital companies within the mine to find best ideas, research and development for a different type of technology. They're putting in vehicles underground that are e-haulage vehicles. I mean, things which a few years ago were not really on the map, and the pace of the change is moving faster and faster. So it's really trying to look at, South African mining is very key for the economy. It generates 13% of our national revenue, 2 million people in the whole supply chain involved. So it's very important that mining industry plays a leading role. And there are a few mining companies like Amplats, Goldfields, and so on, which are at the leading edge. And we really want to look at how it works promotes the whole industry, but even the smaller mines that don't have the money to do all that kind of investment. How does a country help them so we have a competitive and growing industry?
Ravi, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Of course, that was Ravi Naidoo, who is the CEO of the Youth Employment Service, talking about how channeling the youth into the mining industry can actually help the industry become more innovative and move closer to what it should look like in the future. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Cape Town.
Thank you very much, Ntokozo, for that update. Let's take you to Parliament now, where SA Tourism